the other side is. And stereotype is thinking that all people in that age group are the same. For example, we think that black people are bad or they always cause crimes, okay? And sometimes the stereotype for rich people is that they think badly of the poor. It is a thought, it is a common thought that we think about one group. Okay, so for example, Anna, what do you think about teachers? Public teachers, okay, not private teachers. What do you think about public teachers?
Mm. I think public teachers are the people who receive uh, a low of salary, so they don't want to devote for teaching.
Oh, yeah, and that is maybe that's true, but and that is what we call stereotype, okay? It's because we think of this group as only one. We have one common thought about a certain group, okay? So how about doctors? Cam, what do you think about doctors?
I think um, doctor is a good job for they can to save many life of many people, and that is a good job in our society, and we really need them.
Mm. So saying that being a doctor is a good job, it's a stereotype. Maybe being a doctor is a difficult job. So yeah, it's like that. It's what people are thinking about a certain group or yes, a certain institution. But we don't know that it doesn't apply to everyone. Okay? So for example, they will say that all Asian, mostly, they will say that most Asian are um, intelligent in mathematics. So that's the common stereotype. But I don't think it's true, right? Is it true to you, Cam? Are you intelligent in math?
I don't think so.
How about you, Anna?
I'm good at math.
Wow! Congrats, congrats. Yeah, so it's a stereotype that Asians, according to American people, Asians are really intelligent in math. They said Asian, it's one group. But I'm an Asian, but I'm not really good in math. That's what we call stereotype. Okay? And we also have here discrimination. So, Kam, what do you think is the meaning of discrimination?
Um, discrimination. I think that is uh, some attitude not good with another people uh, when I using my experience and treat to them so not fair. I think so.
Mm, yes. It is actually also related to prejudice, but discrimination is more, prejudice is more likely on thinking, and discrimination is really in attitude or behavior or action. Okay? So when we say discrimination, it is um, you treat other people as low, okay? Lower than you, or what we call inferior. Inferior. Okay, so we have superior and inferior. So when we say superior, you are higher, and when we say inferior, um, you are low. So it's a kind of attitude or it's a kind of um, behavior. For example, as what I've said, when Americans think that black people always cause crimes, it's discrimination. Or when we think that one person does not belong to a society because he is not rich, it's what we call discrimination. And we also have another word here, bigotry. So there's many words here. Bigotry. Anna, have you encountered this word before?
No, it's the new vocabulary with me.
Mm. So what do you think is the meaning of bigotry?
Bigotry. Uh, I think bigotry is when people have prejudice. They always think in one way and they um, don't change their mind.
Mm. Okay, so bigotry is thinking that your opinion is the only correct opinion. All opinion, except your opinion, are wrong. Okay, so it means that that person doesn't accept any other opinion. That person thinks that his or her opinion is the only right opinion, and everyone's opinion are wrong. That's bigotry. Yes. There are people like this. Do you know people like this? Especially the politicians. Politicians are open bigots. Okay? Because yeah, I think most of the time they believe that their opinions are correct or right. So how about you, Kam? Who are the people who um, they are exercising bigotry in our society?
I think sometimes I really believe on some political and they talk about some problem in our society.
Mm.
And especially when I saw many news on the Facebook talk about some problem in our society, and I don't have opportunity for check uh, that news again. And sometimes I really easy to believe that, and finally that is fake news.
Okay, so what you said is what we call blind obedience, Kam. Maybe it's not bigotry. Blind obedience is just following without really knowing what's the truth. I think my internet is really slow. Right. So, Kam, what do you understand about our essay?
The I think prejudice is the uh, opinion of people when they think about or treat about with other people or a group. But thus everything they talk about other people just from their experience, not from the real life when they reach with that people, and also of them from uh, their experience, and they maybe maybe that's will true or wrong, but I think that's prejudice. Same with the some of experience when they they think about other people in the first scene. I think so.
All right. So, how about in Vietnamese society? What are some prejudices? Do you have any prejudices in Vietnamese society?
The I'm not maybe with for another for the foreigner they talk about Vietnam as a poor country or war country, but in with the Vietnamese people, I think we have a good country, and our society really welcome with other people. I think so.
Mm. Yes, I think so. Before, I never heard about Vietnam. Yes, I never heard about Vietnam. Even when I started teaching way back 2013, because I don't have any Vietnamese students, so I haven't heard about that. And then I guess what other countries think about of Vietnam is about the war. So I have an uncle, and I told him I will go to Vietnam. And my uncle told me, "Why would you go in Vietnam? There is a war in Vietnam." I was, and, oh my God, I really laugh about it. And oh my God, uncle, the war has long been finished. It was a long time ago. So I think because they're old people, what remains in their head are all about war, right? Because I think the history of Vietnam when it comes to war is actually very great and meaningful, and I really like studying the history of war in Vietnam. And so that's what my uncle said. It's very dangerous there because there is a war. And I said, no, there's no war in Vietnam. It's already finished a long time ago. And yeah, for some foreigners also, they believe that the Philippines is actually a dangerous country
Mm,
because when I ask my students, what do you think about the Philippines when they go to the Philippines? That's what they said. It's a very dangerous country because they always watch the national news and they always see that there's a lot of people dying, someone killed this and that. But yeah, when they said that when they actually go to the place, it's not really that dangerous. They actually feel safe. So we have like this prejudices. Like in my case also, I before I told my Vietnamese friends I will go to Cambodia. So their thinking about Cambodia is really negative, and I was also scared about it because they said, "Oh my God, do you know that in Cambodia it's a place where all gamblers are there? So there are many gambling houses and casinos in Cambodia." And it's really true. When I enter the border, oh my God, all the casinos are lining up. So I think when I enter Cambodia, oh my God, maybe it will be very dangerous. But when I was already there and I stayed for 3 days, I think it's good. People are really friendly as well, even though I don't understand their language. And it's also like the Philippines. So I guess so we people we have our own prejudices and everything from what we hear,
mm,
right?
yeah.
And from what we hear from other people and also from what we see on television. So it's really very important not to judge, right? Not to judge or base our opinion on what we see and what we hear. How about you, Anna? What's your thinking about Cambodia before? Because my Vietnamese students really told me don't go there because it's really dangerous. There's a lot of gambler, and then they said, "Oh my God, if someone will get you there, don't worry, my uncle will help you to get it." Oh my God, maybe I will go to prison if I go to Cambodia. So my thinking is like that already, like very paranoid because of what I heard from other people. But when I was there, it's not true, and people are really friendly. So how about you, Anna? What's your thought about Cambodia? Because Cambodia is very near Ho Chi Minh, right?
Yeah, in my case, in the past, I always think Cambodia is a poor country, and the people are not friendly. But when my ex company had a trip to Cambodia, my uh, um, changed because I see Cambodia is very development, and the people can talk with three languages: Cambodia, English, and Vietnamese.
Okay. There's a problem with my. Oh my goodness.
There was problem with your connection. Yeah, I can hear you.
Where are you now? Wait for me for a moment. Hello? Can you hear me now?
Yes, it's okay now.
Okay. Yeah, I think my connection today is slow. I don't know why. And yeah, I forgot where were we. So my friends, when I went to Cambodia, guys, I was with my Vietnamese friend, and he doesn't want to go anywhere because he's afraid. He always wants to stay in the coffee shop. Oh my god. And yeah, there are many Vietnamese actually in Cambodia, right? Mm. But I don't feel that yeah, maybe for some locals they cannot really, for me, if in my experience, that is why maybe Kam is right when he said that prejudice is based on our experience, because in my experience I have hard time talking to Cambodia in English because they don't speak. But in your experience, Anna, they speak English well,
Yeah.
right? Yes. So really, it depends on our experience. So how about you, Anna? Do you know any prejudices in your society?
Uh, I think when a couple broke up, um, there was something wrong with a woman, but with a man, it's okay.
Oh, okay. How people think, right? Maybe the people think bad about the woman.
Yes.
Oh, I think so. We think that when the couple break up, it's the fault of the woman all the time. So there is a term about that, Anna, when everything is the mistake or the fault of the woman, but not the man. I'll try to open the message. It's called machism. Macho. From the word macho. Okay. Where are you now? Where are you now? Machism. Okay. Machism. From the word macho, it talks about men. It means that our society is ruled by men. So it means that everything that we do, men, they're always the leader, And so our society always believe men. That is what we mean by machismo. So everything is all about men. But I think right now everything changes, right? Or there are still prejudices like that, Anna?
Yeah.
There are still prejudices like that, even though our society right now has changed a lot. There are more empowered women like us. We are empowered, right?
Yeah, I think now it's changed, but for the elderly, they always keep this opinion.
Mm. Why? Because they are very conservative, conservative people. I think old people are really like that. Oh, you cannot live with a man without getting married. You cannot have a child without having a husband. Yes, because if you do those things without marrying, without having husbands, only husband what? Without having, it's your image would be negative in the society, right? You will have a bad image. So it's also a form of stereotype, like mothers or flirty women and not good. Mm. Because old people are very conservative. You've heard about that word, right? Conservative. It means that they believe in old tradition or old beliefs. Okay, let's have question number one. What is the difference between prejudice and discrimination? Come.
Mm, mm, mm.
Mhm.
Ah, I think the most important thing between the discrimination and a prejudice is the experience, not maybe it's right or wrong, but discrimination that's either behave or treat with other people when we have to thinking a lot of our opinion. I think so.
Can you hear me, guys?
Okay.
All right. Yes. Yes. So I
So
guess we talked
sleepy.
about it in the essay. We talked about it in the essay that prejudice is more on your thinking, your thoughts, and discrimination is more on your attitude or your behavior. Yes, it's pronounced as attitude and more on your behavior. Yes. So I will just ask as a person, because a while ago I asked about the prejudices in your society, right? As a person, how about you, Cam? Do you have some prejudices as a person?
Mm, I think everyone also have a
Yes, of course.
prejudice when they face with another people or a group. I
Mm,
think almost from
definitely.
also appear, and they have a trend using their experience for to cheat with other people. I think that is pretty normal.
Mm. How about discrimination? Because it's our topic.
With the discrimination, I think when I want to chat with other people, I have to using my experience, but I also think about. Uh, I think I have to thinking really hard, and after and then uh, I decide my behavior with them.
Mm. Okay. Hopefully, all of us really think about that. Like, think too hard before discriminating or thinking bad about others. So let's go to number two, Anna. Over time, what are the probable results of prejudice? It's only probable. It's not really um, real, but just probable.
Mm. Yeah, I think the results of prejudice are carried from generation to generation and can fuel uh, victim bigotry and hatred. Can you hear me, Bina?
I can hear you.
Bina, you turn off your mic now.
Oh my God, what's wrong with this?
Yeah, it's okay, Bina.
It's okay?
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know. What?
Oh my God, I can't hear you again.
Is it okay now?
Yes.
Okay. I will not turn it off. Yes. So, yeah, that's it. So I said that I think the most dangerous result of prejudice is hatred, right? When you hate a group or a person just because you heard something from other people or from other group as well. So we have to be very vigilant. When we say vigilant, we need to really take time to give out our judgments and to give out our opinions to a certain group or to a certain institution. I don't know, guys. Have you heard about the case of George Floyd in America,
Yes.
my former country? So, um, like because of what happened, there are many protesters around the world, right? And I don't know, but in my own opinion, it's not actually about white people. Do you think so? Because the one who did the thing is a white person, so there's a prejudice that occur, and most people think that white people are bad. They usually discriminate black people. Do you think the same way?
Anna,
Yeah, I know.
No, I can catch up.
About what happened to George Floyd, the black person who died because a white a white policeman kneeled kneeled on his neck. I think it's for 9 minutes. Come, I don't know. I forgot how many minutes the white police kneeled on George
Uh,
Floyd's um neck. So
mm, I
George Floyd, the
think still, he can breathe, and he
yes,
died after that.
mm, he died because the police kneeled kneeled on his neck and he can't breathe. So after that, a lot of like riots. It's so chaotic in America. And then some people think that, oh, it's really like that. White Americans always do that to black people. They always discriminate and think lowly of black people. So my question is, do you have the same thought that do you have the same thoughts, or is your opinion the same with common people that white people always discriminate blacks? Don't cry, Cam.
No, no, I don't cry. In my case, I think because I don't have any opportunity to reach with the black people, so I heard many news talk about that, and I think somewhere on our planet we also have a place with many prejudice and when the way when the white people treat with the black people, that's also the bad prejudice, uh,
Mm.
and that exists in a long time, um, many years. I think so.
Oh, so not now. Not now.
Mm. Yes.
Oh, okay. Right. So I hope it's true. How about you, Anna?
Mm, it's hot news with me. In my case, I think,
Why did you
yes.
laugh now?
In my case, I think that is one of situation of racism, and racism is always the hot topic in America.
Yeah, I remember a rap song, We Hate to Discriminate. So, racism, yes, when you discriminate a person not of your color. So, they call Asians, Africans, colored people. Um, yes, it is, but it's actually a very popular news nowadays, Anna. My goodness, because there's a riot it's so chaotic in America because of what happened. People are all over the streets and they're like asking for change. And I don't know, Cam, have you heard about the famous ice cream company in America?
What?
Famous ice cream company in America
No.
who made a difference because they protested with many people
Mm.
and they defended the black people. Wow, it's so amazing. Okay, so yeah, I hope that people will change their views about blacks. And let's have number three. So, what's the good news about prejudice, Anna? What's the good news? A good
The good
news.
news, yeah, the good news is no one is born prejudiced.
Mm, definitely. Yes, no one is born prejudiced because when we came out from the womb of our mother, we are so pure. And Yes, as what we said a while ago, because of our experiences and what we heard from our community and our environment, we tend to form some opinions and some ideas in our head without really knowing what's the truth. So it means that if we can learn how to be prejudiced, we can also unlearn it. Yes. So let's unlearn prejudice, but actually we cannot really avoid, right? We cannot really avoid some prejudice. For example, we have prejudice against politicians, against sometimes big corporations, or sometimes a certain person, but it's good to keep it to ourselves. Are you a vocal person, guys? Like if you have prejudice, you will say it to other people also. Oh, you know what? This blah 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 is blah blah blah. I really don't like that. I hate it. Like that. Are you like that? You're very vocal of what you think about an organization or a certain person. Who will answer? La 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 la. Yeah, like you're very vocal about your thoughts. In my case, I'm very vocal about politics, but not all the time because sometimes I get tired of firming or giving my opinion about it. How about you, Anna?
Mm, it's not for me.
It's not for
I
you.
always listen more um, talking.
Okay, you're a listener. Okay, how about you, Cam?
No, tell me the question.
Cam, where are you right now? Are you a vocal person? Like if you have prejudice to other people or to other institution, do you talk about it with others?
The yes, sometimes. Yes, yeah, I think so.
Only sometimes. Okay. Make it more often. So let's have number one, guys. How do we learn prejudice? Cam.
The first thing I suppose my parents not from me, and maybe my parents appears when I practiced by other people or our society. So I want when I want to offer my opinion or behave with other people, I think I have to remind myself a lot. That is my parents or that is my opinion from our experience with them. So I
Mm-mm.
think that is the most important key for me when I want to avoid prejudice.
Okay. So come you talk about how to avoid prejudice. Okay. So maybe we already know that we learn prejudice from our surroundings, our environments,
Mm.
and from what we hear, what we see. So yeah, there is actually one way on how you can talk about your prejudice or how you can tell your opinion without hurting others' feelings, because it's it's not what you say, but it's how you say it that matters. Do you get the point? It's not what you say, but how you say it. For example, you just directly tell one person, "You're stupid, dumb ass, you're useless." Just direct to the face of that person. Of course, your prejudice will hurt other people, but when you talk to that person in a more gentle, softer, and more constructive way, I think that person will learn something and will not be hurt. So it depends on how you say it, not what you say. So let's all be gentle and talk soft and in a constructive way so that we won't hurt others. Okay, so Anna, who do you think are more prejudiced, children or adults? Why do you think so?
Mm, I think adults are always more prejudiced than children because children say like a pure page and
Pure.
pure page, white page.
Yes.
They don't have any opinion about the world.
Mm.
Only adults feel their thinking into the children head.
Mm. And in fact, children are used in courts, right? So, you know what's court? When a person commits or make a crime, you will go to court to know if that person is guilty or not guilty, to know if that person really made the crime or really killed the person or not. That's a court. So when a child will speak, most lawyers or judge will believe the child because they say that a child doesn't tell a lie. Do you believe in that?
Mm, yeah.
Okay. So let's go to number three. Why is it hard to free ourselves from prejudices? Come.
Uh, I think it's really hard because um, we don't have any time for talking about why we have opinion and why we do that with other people. Maybe that's for make um, everything to keep in our brain, and when it's just wait opportunity to um, I don't know,
Wait,
I don't know.
wait for the opportunity to talk about it to other people.
I
Yes,
don't know.
because it's very difficult to free ourselves because we are a thinking being. You got it? We are a thinking being. Maybe it's like desire. Man's desire is endless, right?
Mm,
It's the same way as forming opinions. So it's very difficult to free ourselves from that. But what is important is, as what I've said, even though we form opinions and we have maybe prejudices from the society, we'll need to learn how to say it constructively or in a good manner to lessen the hurt or the pain to other people. Just be constructive, okay, and not
mm,
destructive. Okay, let's have
mm.
number four. Anna, talk about ways of ending the cycle of prejudice. Ending the cycle of prejudice.
I think when we listen to the other, don't let our opinion follow them. We should put our thinking in two sides
Mm,
of the problem.
mm, right. I guess that's exactly correct. We have to think that there's always two sides of the story. No, they said there are three sides of the story. But I mean, there are two sides of the coin, right? But in Vietnam, you don't use a coin. There are two sides of the coin, so you have to know the real story before believing it. Yes, this is a coin. Do you use coin before, guys? Coin.
Coin
It's
like
money,
money,
money.
electric.
Yeah. No, it's not electric money. It's really money.
Oh,
This one. But I think you don't use it in Vietnam, right? But I heard you used coin before.
mm,
Yes.
yes.
So in everything, the coin has two sides. It's not one side. That's what I wanted to say. So we have to know the facts. Okay? But I guess we cannot really end it. We just have to be careful because as what I've said, we're thinking beings. We think. If we stop thinking, okay, prejudice will stop. So let's talk about the common stereotypes about the following. Okay, it means what we generally think about these people. All right. So let's have letter A. Oh, I remember income's homework about stock market. So I think Cam said that he is rich in that essay. So I will ask Anna. Anna, what do you think or what do you think are the stereotypes, common stereotypes for rich people?
uh, uh, in my mind, I think the children who was born from a rich family are always lazy.
Hmm. From rich family. That's why Cam, are you lazy now, Cam?
Uh, I don't think so. I always work hard more time more time than other people.
More than other people.
Hmm.
Oh, wow. Congratulations. Okay. So I believe Anna, I believe in that. I've heard about it. Oh, that child, her parents are rich. That's why he does not study well. He's very lazy. This child would not learn anything because he just depends on her parents, on his parents. Yes, that's common stereotype. I think so. It's difficult. How about the poor? Come, we are the poor. what is, what is your thinking about it?
I think people rich or poor depend absolutely on their mind, not depend on other outside. So I think with the poor people, they really lazy when they don't want to change their body
Also, let's.
or their brain. I think so.
Oh
So
my
we are
goodness.
always lazy, although we are rich or poor.
Mm, I think Anna Kam will become a politician. Do you notice Kam's answer? Kam is always on the safe side. So Kam, your answer are always on the safe side. You can be a politician because you don't say
I don't
something
think so.
really bad. That's too much constructivism. Yes, I've heard about that. So, in your case also, I've heard about your opinions before, and you said that poor people are really lazy. That's why they're poor. Okay, I hope guys that. Okay, let's go to letter C. The handicapped. You know what's handicapped, right?
No.
Yes.
No, yes, handicapped. It means if there is a part of your body that is not properly functioning. It's not properly functioning. For example, your foot is not straight, it's slanting, that it costs you not to walk properly. We have physical and mental handicapped. Do you know about it, Anna? So when there is something also wrong in with your mind, it's also called a handicap. You can either be mentally handicapped or physically handicapped.
Yeah.
So Anna, it's your turn.
With the handicap, I think they are useless because they don't have enough ability to work.
It's really what you're thinking or the common stereotype.
Mm, it's my thinking before.
Mm, mm, mm. Okay. So yeah, I guess stereotypes really results into damage, Anna, because I have a friend and she's half Chinese and she's handicapped, but just very little. Only only that she cannot really walk well, but it's not actually obvious. She's very intelligent, she's hardworking, she she got more money than I because she's more hardworking. She has a lot of classes every day and maybe not sleeping well because of always having online classes. And I'm really amazed by how she have all of the classes every day. There's really a lot, but she thinks that no one loves her, and if she died, no one will come to her funeral because she is a useless person because she is a handicapped. Yes, so it's sad to think about it. So how about Cam? What is your stereotype about the beautiful? Cam so busy.
I
The
think with
beautiful.
when you are beautiful, I think that is the good point for you, and at least that is advantage point for easy to with other people.
So yeah, it's really a stereotype that if you're beautiful, I'm not saying that it's me, but yeah, just kidding. Okay, they will say that you will have an easy life because you can easily do a lot of things when you're beautiful.
Yes.
I guess it's true, but it's not. Let's have letter E, the ugly. Anna.
Yeah, I think the ugly. It's hard to find a lover or find a job with them.
That's so sad. Yes, especially in some countries, guys. Like for example, one of my students before said that in a company, if two people applied, the other person is beautiful and the other person is also beautiful and intelligent, but the first one is more beautiful. They said that the company will choose the one who is more beautiful and they will not mind if you are intelligent.
Mhm.
And I said, "Oh my goodness, that's so harsh." Some people would really value you according to your physical beauty and not according to your skills or to your intelligence. And I guess it's true in the society, even though we say it's a stereotype, but it's actually true. Okay, Cam, how about fat people? What do you think about fat people?
I think with some fat people, I think those they really advantage point when they live in some country of South Africa when they will have to like the fat people. But in Vietnam, I think it's not good for them when they handle everything so not faster. I think so.
Mm. Yeah, I guess so. In Vietnam, they don't really think well about fat people. Then they will always tell you, "Oh, you have to be thin like that. You have to be slim, blah 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 blah. So I guess you're quite right. In African society, they deemed fat people as beautiful. So
Yeah.
before, the standard of beauty is that if you have fats, you are considered as beautiful. And maybe in ancient times, you can see paintings of fat women because that's the standard of the society before. And nowadays, the standard of the society changes. You should be like Barbie. Barbie with tall, big breast, very small waist, tall, white. Yes, that's the standard of beauty. And here in Vietnam, you have to be white, white and slim. Yes, and every country have has standard of beauty as well. It's different from country to country. So let's go to letter G. Men without a college diploma. Anna,
Yeah, I think men without a college a diploma um, have uh, a not good background to look for a job,
mm,
and they don't have a bright future.
mm, yes. And also, our father would always tell us, you have to find a man, a decent man. When we say decent, good man. So I guess they all think that a good man is someone who has a college diploma or a university graduate. Because my father told me before, you have to find a man who graduates from college or university so that you will have a good life. So I think it's a common stereotype. So if you're a man who don't have or who does not have a college diploma or who do not graduate from university, a lot of people will tell you that you don't have a good future. Sad thing. Okay, let's go to letter H, elderly. Cam,
I think when you are elderly, I think that's either mm, good people for I can to find some advice from them.
full of wisdom.
Mm.
So they said the older you get, the wiser you will become. Is it true or not? Because some people, guys, the older they become, they tend to be like teenagers, their behavior. Yes. But they said that if you get old, if it's your birthday, do not hide your age because um your age comes with wisdom. So the older you are, the more wisdom you have and the wiser you will become because of experiences. Congratulations, guys. You are wiser. So let's have the young people. Anna,
Yeah, with young people, I think they don't have enough knowledge to make a big decision.
mm, in life. But some people will say, just because I am young, it doesn't mean that I don't know how to handle my life. They will say it like that. Do not judge me because I'm young. I know what I'm doing. Okay, so let's have religious people. Come. What do you think about religious people?
Um, I think I don't have any idea with other religion people.
Other religious people? But you
Mm.
know what's religious, right?
Mm, Actually, I don't have any religious.
You don't have a religion.
Mm.
Okay. Yes. So you haven't encountered or met a person who is religious, like always going to church, always praying, always reading the book related to the religion, always offering something to the altar.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh my goodness. Anna, are you a religious person, Anna? In my case, I
Yes,
am not a religious person, but I believe, okay? I'm not a religious person, but I believe that there is someone greater who created the universe. So, Anna, you're religious?
yes, Lina.
Mm, okay. Thank God someone is religious among the three of us. So let's have letter K, atheist. So I think you know atheists, those are the people who do not believe God. They believe that there is no God. What do you think of these people, Anna?
Atheist,
Yeah,
right?
atheist. Yes, correct.
Uh, Atheists are people who don't have any religions, so they don't afraid anything.
They are not.
Even um, make a crime easily.
Wow, dude, that's harsh. Okay, yeah, but that's your opinion. So, how about homosexuals? Come, what do you think about homosexuals? Do you know what's homosexuals?
No.
Those person who are attracted with the
Oh.
same gender. Like if you're a girl, you will.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
What's who?
Um, I don't have any idea about this situation.
Come, you don't have a lot of ideas about religious homosexuals. Okay, so you don't have any opinions about them?
Yes.
Should we accept it, Anna, or not?
Yes. Sometimes I can't understand why a girl like a girl or a man like a man. I don't understand.
Mm. Yes, it's a very deep discussion actually, because those kind of people are also like they are claiming their rights about it, that they have to right that they have the right to love anybody that they like. So in Taiwan, have you heard about in Taiwan, guys, that same-sex marriage is already allowed, but in the Philippines it's not allowed because the Philippines is 90% Catholic. So a lot of people will say no to it. But in some countries like America and Taiwan, it's already allowed. So let's have the homeless. Anna.
With the homeless, I think no parents want to uh, want their girl get married with the homeless.
Of course. I thought you must say the homeless doesn't have homes. Okay. Yes. So I guess so. Like there is this stereotype about homeless people that they're also lazy, right? And they are useless in the society. But I think it's more than just being homeless. So how about Dr. Scam? I don't think you don't have any.
Uh, Doctor
Okay,
is a good job in our society, and I think that good.
it's a good job and that's good. Are you okay, Cam? Okay, let's have lawyers. Anna.
uh, I think the lawyers are the most prejudiced people in our world because they always think their opinion are right.
They should they must believe for them to win the case, They should let their opinion win, even if it's not correct. So there
Yeah.
is a saying that lawyers are liars. Lawyers are liars because if your client is the criminal, you have to defend the criminal in the court and to prove that your client is not guilty. So that's why. How about politicians? Come.
I think politicians is the person she or he the talk well but not action.
Those people are people who talks very well and who talks in a
Mm.
safe side. It's like it's like you are selling something. Okay, let's have the police. Anna, what do you think about the police?
I think they are not focused on our guilt, just focus on how much money we pay for them.
Okay, I think I told you about the police is for peace. The police is for peace, right? Because the police will just come in the place when everything is finished. They cannot catch the criminal because when they come to the place, the criminal already fled and everything is so peaceful already. When they come to the place, it's already finished. The house has been robbed. The victim has been killed or what. That's why they are for peace. Okay. So I think you're right, Anna. How about women with foreign husbands? Come.
Um, I saw many Vietnamese women when they saw their husband on Facebook and how they happy after got married, or how why a foreign husband better than a Vietnam husband. And I think after that, about 3 years later, almost of them also divorced, and I never saw them appears again on the Facebook.
Mm. So what do you think about them?
Mm.
What do you think
Many
about women?
singer, many model of Vietnam are really famous, and also of them finished their marriage in divorce.
Okay, so you think that women with foreign husbands will not have a long-lasting relationship?
Maybe.
Maybe. Maybe. Okay, Anna, divorcees. What do you think of divorcees?
Yeah, I think um, there was something wrong with this couple, especially with the woman.
The woman again. Okay, how about singles? Come, what do you think about singles?
I think single maybe is a good choice for you if you don't want to get married.
I think being single right now is becoming of a good choice already. Okay, let's have professional athletes. Anna, what do you think about them?
Yeah, I think they are not good at any subject at school, and it's the last choice in their career.
Last choice. My God, sad story. Okay, come, ex-convicts. You know what's ex-convicts? You're a
No.
criminal before, but you are freed from your crime after how many years?
uh, Convict. I think after go out of prison, he or she really had for finding a new job.
Mm, right. It's difficult for them to find a job. So let's have the unemployed. Anna, what do you think of those unemployed?
Yeah, I think they are no money and no lover.
No money, no money, no lover. They said, no money, no honey. Have you heard about that? So if you don't have money, you don't have a lover. Yes, maybe. Let's have number one opinion come. Rich people are often thought of as being dishonest if they were born without much money and lazy if they were born into wealth. This is what Anna said a while ago.
I agree with them because almost of people become rich from the hardworking or hard thinking, and that's why they believe the poor people not honest, and because they really lazy.
It talks about rich people. Rich people are often dishonest and lazy if they are born into wealth.
Yes, because when they become rich, they don't feel the lack anything. So that's why they have to become dishonest. I think the rich people really honest.
Okay. Are you talking about yourself?
No, I'm not rich. I think so.
Okay. Anna, men without a college education are either not very bright or not very ambitious or both.
That's my thinking in the past, but now I changed my mind. Um, because nowadays we can learn through online class
Mm.
easily, and
Right.
a start up a new company is very easy for all of us.
Yes, that's correct. Yes, definitely. I don't believe that men who did not graduate from any university are not ambitious. Because I think every one of us have our own ambitions in life, right? We have wants in life, even if it's very simple or if it's very big, it's still an ambition or a dream. Yes. So let's go, guys, to useful expression. Let's have number one. The bigot agrees there are two sides to every question, his and the wrong one. Come.
I don't understand.
It's just the definition of bigotry. There are two sides to every question, or maybe to every opinion. His own opinion and the other opinion is wrong.
I don't know.
I don't
Anna,
care.
Anna.
It is just the definition of bigot come when you believe that your opinion is the only opinion that is correct or that is right. For example, Anna's opinion is wrong, my opinion is wrong, and your opinion is the only one that is right. It means you're a bigot because you believe your opinion is the only right opinion. What's your thought about it? I think wants to go back to sleep, Anna. What can you say about it?
I don't have any idea.
Okay, you cannot get an idea right now. So let's have Anna.
Hmm. I think
What do
because
you?
they think they are right in every situation, so um, only only him or her uh, are right, and the rest are wrong.
Yes. I think one of the most dangerous people in the world are bigots. Anna, you think so? Those people who believe that they're always right and who believe that their opinion is always right. It's very dangerous when you don't listen to others and just listen to yourself. Very dangerous. So let's go to number two. Come. The di- come. The difference between a prejudice and a conviction is that you can explain a conviction without getting angry.
I
Conviction.
agree.
So why do you agree with that?
Because when I treat with other people, I always to have some reason for explain about my decision. And with the prejudice, I think that laid inside really deep inside my brain, and really helpful. I can find some reason why I treat with other people.
Mm, right. Because yeah, conviction is a decision, so it's really it should be a must that we have an explanation about it. Why did we decide on such things? But a prejudice, it's sometimes difficult to um, give in any reason. Sometimes we don't have a reason why we think badly of these people. We just feel, right? So, do you have any questions?
No,
No,
Mina.
Okay, Cam, please go back to sleep, Cam. All right, guys, so that's it for today. Thank you very much,
Yeah,
everyone, and have a good day. And I hope you can sleep well because it's raining. Bye.
yeah,
thank
goodbye.
you.